is good, y'all? It's Gabe 2400 coming back at you again with another behind the score video. All right, so today, we're doing something a bit different. We're doing another orchestral piece, but this time this is string orchestra. All right, pretty much that's a fancy way of saying is it's an orchestral piece all done with strings. All right, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm just going to show you what it's about. So let's get on with it.
All right, y'all. So as you can see here, we got the score set up, 120 BPM. All right, and this is what the string orchestra looks like. Excuse me. All right, you got the first and second violins, you got the viola, the cellos, and the contrabasses. Get out of there, freaking news headlines. All right, sorry about that. So I added the timpani in because we're actually going to want a percussion opening because, as you can already tell from the title of the piece, we're going to be depicting a massacre. All right, that's why the piece is titled Massacre. So we're just going to go into that first measure for the timpani right there. Add in those notes. That's a bit too high, so we're just going to knock those down an octave real quick. No big deal there. Easy to do. All right, so then we got those notes inputted, but now we maybe want to put some emphasis on them. So how do we do that? Well, we go over there to the articulations. We can put some accents on those notes. All right, and then let's put this at forte so it is a nice, strong, resounding opening. All right, so we got that all nice and set up. So in just a bit, we can play it back and see if we like this opening that we've made. There you have it, a nice, strong, almost like impending doom sounding opening right there. Like, that was pretty good. Sets the tone for the piece. It's a massacre. So now we're going to start inputting the notes for those string instruments. Rhythm's going to be a little bit tricky, so let's just figure that out real quick, and then we'll be right back. All right, before I get too far ahead, let's play this back real quick. All right, that seems like a good start for the theme. That's going to be the little riff. All right. Pretty much that's a fancy way of saying that's the part that you'll hum to yourself, repeat to yourself when you're out on a run, at work. All right, the memorable part that's going to stick in your brain. That's what a riff is. So let's put a forte on that real quick. All right, but of course we don't want the lonely first violins playing just by themselves. We got to add some more substance and texture to this piece. So what are we going to do? Well, we can easily just start by taking this riff that you see in the first violins, and we can copy paste it into the second violins below. So let's just hit that copy and then set up the measures in the second violin to be on the same time as the first violins so that there's no issues. Hit that paste button and then bring those notes down an octave. All right, and then you got that substance, that texture that you need. All right, pretty much this doubles it and just enriches the sound when you put it in an octave lower. So just like that, that's what I'm talking about. And as you can see, I made the last note of the timpani actually an eighth note just to give the strings a little more breathing room when they start. All right, now we got to start filling in the violas, cellos, and contrabasses. So we're going to do that, and I'll be back in just a bit. All right, y'all, so I filled in quite a bit of this first opening theme. So let's play it back and see if we like what we hear. All right, so my fault. I forgot to put the second violins an octave down. That was a bit too high pitched. So let's just correct that mistake real quick. Make sure that all the notes are obviously the same so there's no dissonance. So as you can see, we have a pretty strong opening theme here for the start of this piece. We have the resounding percussion. We have the contrary motion in the violas, the cellos, and the contrabasses. All right. And a very, very sad, dramatic, dark tone, which is important because, again, what is this piece depicting? It's a massacre. It has to fit that title, right? If we're going to have an appropriate tone for the piece. You're going to hear me go back to that title a couple times because, again, it's important. So now that we've got that first part of the theme filled in, let's just fill it in for the violas and cellos and the contrabasses for the second part, and then we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we've got the second half of the theme filled in. Let's play this back. All right, so I think we've assembled a pretty good first half for the piece so far. There's despair, there is anguish, great sorrow in the strings as they respond to the resounding thumps of the percussion. And again, that is what we want, that is what we need. Right? We are depicting a massacre. Right? So you will notice I put the violas, cellos, and contrabasses in mezzo forte while the first and second violins are in forte. Right? That's so the main theme in the first and second violins doesn't get drowned out. Right? And again, the timpani is accented in that forte to get that resounding doom tone. Right? So far, we have a pretty strong start to the piece, and I'm very optimistic how this will turn out for the scene when it is implemented.
And there you have it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed getting another look behind the composition process a little bit as to the work that goes into making the music for this film and even music for other animations, other types of projects. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all coming along for the ride. I'm so stoked for the premiere, y'all. If I'm lucky, I may be able to premiere this in the fall, and y'all don't have to wait so long. So we'll see what happens. All right? Until then, I will see y'all next time.